app is now running, and as we are using iOS simulator, so the widget is displaying in the very top left corner of the screen. So in our case we have iOS simulator that have area till here as not usable area because it have some uh, curves inside screen. So for that particular purpose we have another widget, uh, and we called it safe area. We have to, like we have scaffold, so in order to use or to show this widget in a very clean way we have to wrap this scaffold with safe area, cut and safe area, and then we have to paste our code over here. And then what does safe area do is basically remove all the space that are not usable by the app by filling inside a black color, and then our usable area become the safe area from here to here. Now let's decorate little bit the UI according to the design, as text have some spacing in the top left and right, so we have to add it as well. Now how we can add spaces to the widgets? Basically we have multiple ways to add spaces around widget. One of them is size box. Size box is a kind of widget that provide ability to add space around the widgets. So how we can use it? So let's check the implementation. Sized box, we have to write it over here, and then we have multiple attributes of size box. In our case we have to use height, so it have some spaces from the top. It have an attribute called height that accept double, so let me pass it 10 value, and you have checked the reflection. Let's change it to 20, and yeah, it is moving towards down because we are giving some height in the top. So how we can give it spacing from left and right? Yeah guys, for that purpose we have to take a look at properties of column. Inside column, let me show you what column is. If you guys press Ctrl or Command and click on column, you will be directed to the documentation, or basically the original code of the column that is written by Flutter framework. So column is basically accepting key, and it is optional. The question mark indicate that key is optional. And then we have main axis alignment, and by default it is start, and then cross axis alignment it is center. So in our case we have to first of all understand what is main axis alignment and what is cross axis alignment. So as you guys can know that column is flowing from top to bottom, so the main flow of the column is vertical, right? So what will be the cross flow of the column? It will be horizontal. So we can indicate it by main axis alignment as main axis alignment by passing main axis alignment dot start, and by indicating how the column should look like in cross axis alignment, so we have to pass cross axis alignment dot center. So you will see the effect. Nothing is happening because we have don't given a full width of the screen. So I have cut the column and wrap it with container double dot infinity, and then child paste it over here. So what does double dot infinity mean? I'm using container that is taking full width of the screen. Basically this is the purpose of double dot infinity, and inside child I am passing the column widget, and this particular line is making this text inside the center. Let me comment it out and Control S. So it is also by default a center. Yeah, you guys can see cross axis alignment is by default center, and comment. We have to add some more space as it is indicating that 99 pixel space is on the top. So now let's we give it a 50. And then we have another text widget. It is event management system. Event management system. We have to provide a style, text style. What style we have to provide? Font weight is Poppins, weight is that much, style normal, size 16 pixel. Font size 16 pixel, font weight. So for the normal font weight we don't have to write anything. Event management system. Now let's create again a little bit spacing around it. Size box of height 5. So we have created some space around both widgets. Now in this case we have image with the spacing of 61 pixel from that text. Now first of all create a space sized box. Height is 50. Let's collapse these things, and we have to add comma here as well. And another thing is we have to show image that we have pasted inside asset folder, onboard underscore icon, this particular image. How we can load this particular image into the Flutter application is very simple. As you guys can see, this icon or this image is inside our asset folder, so there is special widget for that. It is named image.asset, and it takes string. It's basically path of the image. So in our case we have to find assets, and inside asset open onboard icon.png. So it loaded the icon for us like this way. But in our view we have some spacing around it as well, 25 towards the right and 23 towards the left. So how we can add some spacing to the left and right? By wrapping this particular widget inside the padding widget. Padding is a kind of widget that provides spacing to the widget. As we have seen, we can add spacing through size box. We can also add spacing using padding widget. It basically take one name parameter that is required is called padding, and padding again accept edge insets geometry object. So we have to pass edge insets dot, as we need spacing from left and right, so we have to select only. We have left 20 and right also 20. So you guys can see spaces created. Let's reduce it to 10. I think 15 will be okay. Yeah. Now next thing is again some spacing and this beautiful widget. Let's add spacing. 50 will be okay. And then we have this particular widget that is basically containing text, another text and button. So how we can achieve this? Sorry. We can achieve this by using container widget. We have to provide full width of the screen by using double dot infinity, and in case of height, for now let's assume it's 300 height. And inside child, so we have to provide some decoration, and decoration is accepting box decoration. Inside box decoration, as you guys can see, we have this particular widget rotated on the corners, on the top left and on the top right only. So box decoration provides us this ability to make a widget roundable. So there is a special attribute over here called border radius, and it takes border radius as well. Border radius dot only, and the top left one is rounded at the top left and top right. Top left. So how much radius over here? By double clicking on the object and inspecting this particular section. Let me show you how we can get the value. So yeah, border radius is basically 16 pixel for left, right. So we have to use here 16 pixel. But remember, border radius is accepting radius object radius dot circular 16. Also have to provide it over here, radius dot circular 16. Excuse me. Basically we have added a container with that particular dimensions, and it is not visible because the color of the container is white, and also the color of the background is white, so they are and merging with each other. Let me change color to red, colors dot red. So yeah, you guys can see it is basically created, and we have some spaces over here. So there is a special way to get all the remaining section of the screen by wrapping the widget using expanded take child, and this child is expanded throughout the screen. So all the remaining area of the screen is captured by expanded. We have to remove color, and then you guys can see there. By the way, this object or this widget is visible to us. This is only happened by this shadow. So how we can add shadow to the widget? By providing box shadow property. That takes list, and we have to pass box shadow over here. Box shadow again takes few parameters like color and blur radius and spread radius. So in our case, color should be light black, colors dot black, and we have particular shades of that black color, let's use black 26. And blur radius is basically the blur in the color. So let's make it 2, and spread radius let's make it 1 or 4. Sorry. So yeah guys, you can see some very huge shadow is drawn of our container, and it is not looking good because we have not provided the base color of the container. Now let's add base color, colors dot white. So yeah, it is looking not very much good, but now let's fix it out. 4. So I think now it is looking somehow not fully but somehow the same. Let's try with 5 and reducing it to the 1. Okay, try with 5. Okay, now let's change the color as well. So yeah, now that is looking good. Again we have a column over here, child, and provide column. Inside column we have to provide children. We have first children text, another text, and third one is button text, and it takes the social media platform designed to get you offline. we have to copy this text from here and paste it over here. Also, style attribute, text style, font size is 20 pixel and it's semi-bold. Font size 20 pixel, font weight W600. So it is rendered good but not looking as it is in the design. So how we can make it exactly like as in our design? So again we have to provide some spacing from top, left and right. Again using size box, height of 20, wrapping this widget with padding. Only left 15 and right 15. Now it is created some spacing from left, top and right. So now our text is in kind of center, right? So we have to make it center as well. The another attribute of the text widget is text align, and we have to provide text align object which contain multiple attributes. We can align text to the start, center, left, right, and justify. So in our case it is center, we have to provide center as well. So yeah, now it is looking somehow similar to the design. Again have to provide some size box or height. I'm going to copy the same, and another is again text widget. This text widget have padding from left, right, so we have to copy the same widget from here and let's paste over here. Just have to change the content and attributes. So font size is 16 and style is normal. 16, size is font weight is normal, and Control S. Another thing is have to provide this button. Let's add some space between widget, and how we can achieve this button is by using we have different kind of button in Flutter: material button, raised button, text button. So in this case we have to use a raised button. And it is indicating that this button is deprecated and should not be used. It is written over here, use elevated button instead. So now converted it to elevated. Elevated button is basically accepting on press function, and another thing is child. So we have to provide text widget again because it is saying get started. Some information regarding style. Font size and color. Font size is where it is. Font size is 18, style is normal, and weight is medium. 18. W500 is basically medium font weight, and this is the color of the text. So basically this color is kind of bluish, but it is not exactly black. So how we can use exactly color is by copying this information, by double clicking this information, and we have to provide color object color, and there is a special way of using our custom color by providing 0xff and then pasting the value and removing the slash. So you can see our new color is shown over here. So yeah guys, button is created but it is not exactly as we want, so we have to explore this button by width, or let's see what attribute elevated button provide to us. It provides on pressed, on long, this information. Now let's wrap this with expanded. Not looking good. Sorry. Oh yes, we have given full width. So how to get all the area by that particular button? So guys, I think we have some limitation with elevated button, so we have to convert it toward the material button, because material button provide the minimum width property basically, and we are in need of that, so we have to provide it double dot infinity as well. So it should take full screen of the full width of the application. And also we have to provide color here. Color is colors dot white, and have some shadow around it. Elevation of 1, or give it 2. So a button is created, but it have to be some spacing from the left and right. How to add this? By wrapping the button with padding of widget. Region sets dot only, and here we have to paste our material button. Left should be 15 and also right should be 15. So yeah guys, we have created the basic UI, but there are some adjustment that we have to do is by removing the sizes, so it should take exactly same sizes. Like, let me show you. So how to distribute the remaining area equally into these widgets? There is a property inside column. We have to put it inside the min axis alignment dot space around. So this widget help us to achieve this particular feature. So yeah guys, this was the very first video of this particular course, and I apologize this video get a little bit long because of explaining the very basic widget. So from the next videos we will not be going into that much detail of the widgets, so we will be work oriented and focus on making UI very fast, and also to work on the backend as fast as well. Okay guys, hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.